I guess. Give me a second.
Film it! Frame it! Drop it!
Hi there, my name is Paul and I'm a filmmaker from Berlin, and today I want to show you my tool I created called Letterbox, which adds aspect ratios and letterboxes, of course. So first of all, we need to open Premiere. When you downloaded the version from Gumroad, you need to install it. So installing is down here in the Essential Graphics tab. If you don't know how to open it, it's under Window and then go to Essential Graphic. There are two ways. You can just drag and drop, or you go this route with the icon. So press on it and you will see we will go with this one, and it's here. So just as easy as it could be. When you want to use this tool, you simply have to drag and drop it in your timeline and you will present it with your letterbox tool. You now will see all the settings you can change. So for example, you can turn it off and on. You can change the opacity, add round corners, and many more things, as you can see. So 4:3 actually is one of my favorites, and so I made it a default setting. If you go here, you actually see you can press on it, and there you will see a few aspect ratios. So if you want to change it to another, you just have to press it. So if you want to do a social media, for example, you can use this. If you go more the cinematic route, you could do this. And there will be more. As you can see, you can change the round corners. And you can also, to let it look a little more analog, you can scale it, giving more like a viewfinder optic. And if you play it now, as you can see, it's quite fast. But what if you don't like black for your letterboxes, which is most unlikely, but it could be a case. So I made it very easily changeable. As you can see, you can just use any color you want. And from here you can, of course, do another aspect ratio. Here you can see, if you turn on the title save, giving you an option to see where title should go. Doesn't mean you have to. You can make it thicker, you can make it rounder. As usual, you can do quite a lot with it. You can also turn on the action save and also do rule of thirds, which is also very helpful. So the cool part, when you go back to 16:9 and change most of the settings back and have still the action and title save, we then can turn on the save margins here, and you will see it's perfectly aligned. So now when you change your aspect ratio, you actually always will have the right action save and title save, which is pretty cool. Then I also included a perforation style. So for example, now you see it gives us a little analog feel of a perforation, like in old film stocks. They used to have this kind of little rectangles which will move the film along a camera. Right now the feathering is connected to the main aspect. This will change in the future. And one last thing you can do in this version is you go to Letterbox, insert video photo, and here you will be able to drag and drop in this timeline. So actually they will implement a new timeline. Here you can add whatever you want, like a video, like a photo, and then it will play underneath. So you're able to not only change the color, but also everything else. I think it's quite handy for many filmmakers and editors out there, because you will finally be able to change letterboxes on the go. And this was a quick overview over this version, but I'm working currently on the next version. So I want to show you a little glimpse of it. Let's come to the next version of Letterbox then. And in here I edited so many more features. So for example, we can have dirty letterboxes now, and we can also add gate waving and soft edges and also vignette. As you can see, it's quite fast and still has this overall nice feel and look to it. If you, like, for example, cut it and go for another clip. So for example, this is now Panavision ratio, while the next one has IMAX ratio. And when we let it play, you will see it will switch to this aspect. And so the ways are endless, and there are way more things included. For example, I added in the feature that the perforation as we had before, but now we are able to add even more perforations. Also change color underneath. And yeah, I added also like repeats. And I also added scan lines. So these are all work in progress, but it's actually working quite good. The possibilities are endless for this tool. If you want to be part of Letterbox, you can always write me with new ideas. So don't forget to like, subscribe and follow the journey of the Letterbox. Thank you and goodbye.